কত নিছেন এখন
180 টাকা
ঠিক আছে
বাবা কি দেবো
500 ডারবি দিন 500 ডারবি দিন
100 টাকা না কাগজ দেন 180 টাকা করে পান ভাঙলে 3 টাকার উপরে পড়ে যায় পান
বুদ্ধি নাই
এই বেলাটা
সুলতান ওর থেকে আগে টাকা সালমত থেকে টাকা 10 টাকা আগে নিয়ে আসো
দিদি তো 10 টাকা দিছে দেন
দিচ্ছি
তারপরেই তো ছেড়ে দিলাম ওকে এমনি ছেড়ে দিছে আর দূর কি আগে
Much force that I felt like if I was going to give you my arms, they were going to snap off.
Next, just Henner and his brother tried safer. The Gracies say putting a subject on their side lets officers monitor their face for medical emergencies, allows unrestricted breathing, and reduces the risk of asphyxia.
Roll, stand up.
It also gives the officers 2 free hands between them to handcuff a suspect while taking away any advantage the subject might have.
When you take a person who does not want to be restrained and you put them down on their stomach, you actually give them 3 distinct tactical advantages. Number 1 is they can push off the ground. Number 2 is they can hide their hands under their stomach because they're buried on the prone position. And number 3, if they have a weapon, they can reach it in their waistband and they can use the weapon because you can't see their hands or their waistband in prone restraint.
So getting somebody on their stomach gives them a better fighting chance?
Yes, it's actually putting someone on their stomach gives them the greatest chance of getting back to their feet. Other side here. Bellevue Police Department in Washington was one of our early adopting agencies. They had their first SafeRap application by an officer who had no fighting experience, had no martial arts practice experience in his whole life, and this was his actual very first use of force. SafeRap. Legs are crossed. There's no rush because he can't go anywhere. No one's in a panic. We're good until we get support.
So far, Henner says hundreds of agencies have licensed a system which requires mandatory refresher training every year.
Since departments are notoriously resistant to giving more training time for the basic skills that every officer should have to protect themselves and to protect civilians, it's like we're taking it upon ourselves to say, no, it's not good enough. The minimum 2, 3, 4 hours a year, we don't accept that. If you guys want the benefits SafeRap offers, this proprietary system, then we need you to invest in your officers, invest in your firefighters, invest in your paramedics.
How do you respond to those that might see this and say, firefighters, EMTs, they shouldn't be learning how to fight?
The reality is this, today, they're already facing record high levels of violence in their everyday jobs. They show up in an ambulance, they get a patient, they put them in the back of the ambulance, they're in a locked metal box that is moving. The patient will sit up, often unbuckle, and now attack the paramedic in the back of the vehicle. What CPR is to emergency first aid, SafeRap is to emergency restraint.
And so far, Bellevue police say that they have used SafeRap 18 times, and they say there have been no injuries to officers or civilians. And still to come, we love digging into the latest health trends, and right now, magnesium, it seems to be having quite the moment. Dr. Akshay Sayal is going to break down those benefits. Coming up next. Okay, whew. All right. Wow, what did you guys think? What position do you put the perpetrator? You're trying to take a... That's a very good question, Jesse. I will not accept violence and hatred to be the answer. Squirrel hugger? Very interesting. Let's see. Oh God, when did you go to that? That was actually last year. And we've been, been working on it. It just seems like a really interesting time right now to revisit it. But yeah, if you start to see, it's interesting because it's not at all what the federal agencies are doing, but you've got Bellevue saying that it is working. Let's see. And I'm telling you, when they did it, they put you this way, then your legs are going in a different direction, and it doesn't hurt at all. Like when those 4 officers were on me, that hurt bad. But the SafeRap thing didn't hurt. It just got frustrated because you're frustrated because you realize that you're only fighting against yourself to try to get out, so you give up pretty easily. But yeah, something interesting to watch for. And they're using this in hospitals around California, and yeah, it's interesting.